No, you're just dreaming that, I'm sure.
Hi, this is my series called Vinny G's First Reel. Uh, this is the intro, and this is going to be the intro you see for all of the episodes. So if you want to skip forward, you can. I'm going to try to keep it short, but this is a show about watching the first reel of a movie, first 20 minutes usually, give or take. And then this might be a show about watching skits, short things, anything, between 15, 20 minutes, I'm good. That's why I'm figuring, well, the 15, 20 minutes of a movie, I'll just do the beginning of the movie. And then I'll leave, if I can, I'll leave a link to the rest of the movie, the whole movie, so that you can see it in its entirety. So, having said that, I want to say that I'm going to try to put this up every Saturday night, 11:30 probably. I'm trying to compete with Saturday Night Live. Ha! But anyway, um, this will be up hopefully every Saturday night, 11:30, because I want it to be a late night thing. I feel like all these things I'm going to talk about are really the best late at night, and that they have a nuance, I guess, when you watch them late at night. But I also don't, if you want to have a beer, hey, I got one here. I got a beer here. It's almost done. This is going to be the last of it. This is late. So, anyway, enjoy the series, and cheers. Now let's have some fun. Ready? Ready. So this movie is Carnival of Souls, and it is a movie that used to come out really late at night on like Channel 11, LA, Los Angeles, or Channel 9 or something, KHJ, I don't know. It used to come out really late at night, and it really scared the shit out of me when I saw it. And my family, my sister, used to watch it, sometimes with me, sometimes separate. But I used to look for it. I looked for a lot of late night movies. And this one was one that you had to get the TV Guide, those little one, and you had to look through the pages and see Friday night, Saturday night, Thursday night, between like midnight or 11 till 2, 3 in the morning. You'd find all this great stuff. So this was one of them, and I have very fond memories of it, and I'll talk about it as I watch it. I have my beer, so I'm a little lit. I like to do it that way. So anyway, I'll take a swig. Now, let's watch Carnival of Souls. Now, before I start it, there are different versions of it. There are different lengths. This one, I think, has the longest intro. Some of the shorter lengths just has the guy pulling up in the car saying, "Want to race?" And the girl says, "Yeah," and then bam, they go. This one, I think, has a little bit of dialogue, and that's where the extended versions have extra stuff. So I'm thinking this is one of those. And Again, only go until the first reel, or it might go a little past. I'm not sure where the reel ends because nowadays you don't get to see that little cigarette burn at the top of the frame. You just see nothing. Everything is digital, so it's hard to tell where the reel ends. But I know where. I think I know where it ends, but I think I wanted to go a little past it, so we'll do that. All right, enough intro. Let's start the movie.
Hey, Joe, drag your foot, boy. Look what we got here. Hey, you want to drag, huh? Come on. See that telephone pole? We'll take you there. Now, what do you think? I think you got a pretty nice hand. Look, I can take you down. Yeah, come on. You want to try?
That laugh is the one that gets me. Rev it up. Let's go. So, I'll let the engines go and pop it in. I love those cars. Oh my god. No, it's not that fast, obviously. But I think just getting the idea cinematically what's going on. I love these shots, huh? The black and white photography too is awesome. The sound. It is low budget though, so you're gonna see. There you go. And a nice, the titles were good. You saw the wavy with the water. We can do that now digitally, but this stuff was done, they had to do it on film. And Candice Hilligoss, she's great in it. And so is Sidney Berger. He is the neighbor across the hall. I don't know if Steve Boozer is a proper name or not. This is cool here. The titles begin to go alongside the trees, see? Really nice. Organ music. Now, remember, silent movies did organ music. There's more titles. And horror movies like The Phantom of the Opera, it's supposed to be organ. I think that's why this does have a creepy element to it. It's just a really weird. Again, watch it after midnight or 1 o'clock, in the morning. It'll creep you out. I'm pretty sure. There's a lot of drama, before it, but it really is good.
They may never find that car.
Yeah, so the girls crashed and went overboard. The guys, of course, that challenged them are fine. They're gonna, I think, if I remember, they cooperate.
All right, now let's hear your story about how it happened.
It wasn't our fault, sir.
It wasn't our fault. He's the guy with the hat, see? You don't have the hat now. Oh, it's in his hand.
Tracks and they wanted to get around us, I guess, and they lost control.
I don't know. They did it, not me. It's great. Almost like an indictment too on old country, like cover up, keeping the locals Just, don't, it's just to keep it a thing. Twin Peaks had a lot to do with that too.
Find that car now. This sand and with that current, we may never find it. Yeah, all I guess we can do is keep trying.
Dragging the lake. Not a very good hook. Like maybe that big. Oh well. Excitement. Nice bridge shots.
Come on, let's get down there.
See, I'm watching it. This is where it starts to get creepy. Mary Henry.
Are you all right?
How'd you get out?
Sheriff.
We better get you back to town.
Excuse me, the beer. Again, look at like a Twin Peaks sheriff or even Walking Dead.
I don't remember.
Oh well. And the lake. The car's in there somewhere. The other girls. Maybe somebody else. Fascination. Only survivor. She's the only one that came out of it. Look at that. One of the nice things about this movie too is the old cars. They like to, there's a lot of shots of the dashboard and the pedals, the glove compartments, the steering wheels, and look at that. Huh. Wow, that's a great transition. And here's a long scene. Now she's not at the church yet. She has come out of the water in a particular county, which wasn't her house county. And what happens is she is misplaced. So right now she's rehearsing at the place where they make the organs and the pipes. Actually, the pipes, I think, only. They have a house organ. And this is fascinating stuff, actually. The pipes are built by an outside company. And so she is going to go to a church that has pipes built by these people, like these pipes that you see here. But it's not, this is a factory. This is like a warehouse building place. She's going to go to a church, and that's where things really, they're so wonderful. They get really weird and creepy. The boss.
Like the one I'll be playing in Utah?
It's quite similar. I supervised the installation myself. The accident won't delay your going, will it?
No. I'm leaving this morning. There's nothing I can do here.
That's right. Well, Mary, you'll make a fine organist for that church. Be very satisfying to you, I think.
It's just a job to me.
Well, it's not quite the attitude for going into church work.
I'm not taking the vows. I'm only going to play the organ.
Want more than that? Of course, it doesn't pay much, but, well, at least it's a start. Are you driving by Benton to see your folks?
No, I can't. I must hurry. I've got to leave. I'm going to drive straight through.
Mary, it takes more than intellect to be a musician. Put your soul into it a little.
Yeah, get some soul. She don't have a soul on her own. I had to just sit and watch it. That was amazing.
Stop by and see us the next time you're in.
I love this.
Thank you.
But I'm never coming back. Nice zipper, right? The fashions of those days. I grew up in the 50s, not in the 50s, in the 60s, which carryover
How do you mean?
Day
50s.
before yesterday, she was the only one of 3 girls to
I
survive.
think this movie was actually 1961, maybe, or something like that.
Humbleness or gratitude.
Never know what she thinks. She's always kept pretty much to herself.
Yeah, maybe in her place I'd do the same thing. Just pick up life again.
Well, she's so quiet-like, she fools you. But she's a tough-minded little thing.
I guess that's what it takes to survive. But I still say she's behaving strangely.
Well,
Yeah.
if she's got a problem, it'll go right along with her.
Nice attitude. There you go. Recrossing the bridge. Late at night, in the, late 60s, early 70s, or even late 70s, these were called melodramas, I think, in the TV Guide. Black and white, they would say B and W. That's how come I would find them, I was looking for late night. Oh, look at this. You get a tour with happy music on the radio. That's another funny thing about this, is the radio becomes a weird portal in some ways, but it's always a thing where is it in her head, in our head? Are we imagining like her, or is it real? There's a lot of cool, surreal stuff in this that was, it catches your eye. And then, the title Carnival of Souls becomes important late in the movie, which was why it was so creepy, because when you saw it at, midnight, you had to stay up till 1:30 to get the Carnival of the Souls dancing around like creepy zombies. But you had to stick all this out. And there's a lot of funny later on when you grow older and see it later. Mr. Linden is just the greatest bits. So here's where the radio begins to go weird. I love this. See, my dad had these cars. This was what the radio tuning was like back then. There it is. She passes it. Oh, look at the lighting, is great. The Oregon again, late night, when you're like 12 years old in the 70s, forget it. This is the creepiest shit that'll scare the hell out of you. That was a good shot of the foot pressing on the pedal. Matches later, when she's playing the organ. Wow. That shot would scare the shit out of all of us. Alright, wow. The timer's going off for the pool. I'm going to stop the movie right here. So, I'll pause the video here. Well, as you can see, the very first episode of the first reel by me, Vinny G, had to have a failure somewhere. It happened at the end there. Uh, what happened was I have one of those pop-up ring pools in the backyard, and when I turn the pump on, I have a timer in the kitchen. I set it so that I don't forget to turn the pump off. That was what the beeping was at the end there. That wasn't in the movie. That was not part of when she went off the road or before she went off the road. Her car wasn't beeping. Cars didn't do that back then. That was my stupid timer. So I think this is probably around when the movie had what they call a cigarette burn, the real mark for the projectionist. May have been around there, but because of Mr. Linden, you guys didn't get to see Mr. Linden, man, Sidney Berger, and the church scenes really add something to the movie. So I'm going to announce now, with this failure of the first episode, that I may have a second reel show in order to just further some of the interest. It doesn't have to go all the way through the second reel, just sometimes usually half of it, 10 minutes into the second reel. That's all you need. So I'm going to do that, but not in the near future. No, I need to do other movies. I need to do other things for the first episode, get this, sort of ball rolling, and then eventually I'll have some what I'll call extra bonus episodes to maybe finish off stuff I couldn't do in the first ones. And then those will be called the second reel. Or maybe the first, I'm not going to give away titles, but anyway, I appreciate you watching. As I said at the intro is going to stay the same because I don't want to have to re-record that over and over. So that intro is going to be the same. Then when it gets to the little guy in the in the lower screen, that's when I'll start talking originally for each episode. And then at the end I have to do an ending capper. Those are easy to edit. I'm trying to do this thing, I'm serious here, in a way where I have everything sort of edited, and then all I have to do is drop in new stuff instead of having to do the whole thing over each week. So luckily software allows you to do stuff like that, which is amazing. Thank you for enduring this first episode. Again, I'm going to work on sound and different things. I've tried to separate channels a little bit to help you. But there's a lot of little glitches, and I'd rather not do this on my cell phone microphone. I want a real microphone. So I'll figure out a way to get that going. But in any case, thank you for watching this first debut episode of the first reel, the official, no test. This is the first one. And so you should be glad you saw this. Good night. Oh, and I'm going to do it the opposite then. Cheers. Thank you very much. Good night. I can't clap for shit.